What's up, KFG crew and KFG Kings? It's your boy Big Boy Fact TV, and tonight I will go my AEW Dynamite review on highlights. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications when I premiere a brand new video. I'll go live on YouTube. Follow my social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and TikTok, and Twitch, and Discord down below in the description. Let's get started on AEW Dynamite. Now, AEW Dynamite, I'm gonna say it was a good show. AEW was live at Minneapolis, Minnesota Target Center. That's all I gotta say. But anyway, we're kicking this off with match card number 1, the coffin match. Darby Allin versus Brody King. This was a good match. As King makes his entrance, Darby Allin attacks him out of nowhere in a giant Darby chant erupts. Darby Allin hits King with his skateboard and reveals that it's covered in tacks as he then grates it across Brody King's face. The camera pans back and revealed Brody King has tags stuck all in his mix session. Brody King managed to come back with a huge right hand, and then he throws Darby Allin into the barricade before breaking the skateboard in half. Darby Allin dives off the ring steps onto Brody King and throws him into the barricade. Darby Allin climbs to the top, but Brody King catches him and climbs up with him. Darby Allin rakes King's eyes and hits a super cold red off the top. Darby Allin pushes Brody King out to the floor and drags him to the coffin, but he can't lift the much bigger man. Brody King picks Darby Allin up and slams him into the barricade repeatedly. So we go to commercial break. Brody King puts Darby Allin on a table on the floor and dives off the top, but with a splash ball. Darby Allin moves, causing the big man to eat the table. Darby Allin sets up for a dive, but the lights go out, and when they come back on, Malachi Black and Buddy Matthews are standing in between Darby Allin and Brody King. Brody King decides to dive onto them anyway, but Julia Hart trips to him. Brody, Buddy, Buddy Matthews, hits the ring and attacks Darby Allin and beats him down. The House of Black lays Darby Allin onto the table in the corner, and Brody King hits a cannonball on him, sending him through it. Buddy Matthews opens the coffin, but Sting is laying it. He attacks Buddy Matthews with his bat and throws him into the ring steps. Sting attacks Brody King with the bat, but then toss the bat into Malachi Black and he dares him to come at him. Malachi Black teased using it, but retreats instead. Sting decides to go after Malachi Black as Darby Allin hits the top suicide on Brody King. Sting and Malachi Black come face to face on the ramp, and Brody King slams Darby Allin into the ring steps. Brody King drags Darby Allin onto the apron and tries to slam him onto the coffin, but Darby Allin managed to grab the chain that Brody King wears to the ring and blasts Brody King with it. Darby Allin literally hangs Brody King with the chain over the ropes, and when Brody King passes out, Darby Allin lets him go and he falls into the coffin. The winner of the match, Darby Allin. This was a good match. Alright, let's move on. So backstage, Jon Moxley should just start calling his title the FYI belt since everyone keeps trying to throw the internal at him every week. He says that belt was forced to Cincinnati and it's about how much you can suffer when facing him. Moxley calls Jericho the last survivor of the Heart Dungeon, and says he will break Chris Jericho, whether it be his spirit or his body. So we go to commercial break. Back in the back, Chris Jericho cuts a promo on Moxley and talks about bringing back Lionheart. Chris Jericho tonight, he talks about STU Hart and says he was a vicious, violent sadist, and he says the pain that STU put him through was something that he never wanted to think about again until tonight. He says you can't heal a cut and fix a tooth, but what he will do to Moxley tonight, you can't fix. He says he will stretch the you know what out of Moxley. The bracket for the AEW Trios title tournament are revealed. The Trust Busters will face Best Friends House of Black, face Dark Order, Del Triangle face Will Ospreay and Aussie Open, and Andrade teams Rush in the debut Dragon Lee against the Young Bucks and a mystery partner. All right, let's move on. So we get a tornado tag team match: the Lucha Bros versus La Falcon, La Falcon, and Go Bono, Rush and Andrade. I'm gonna say this match. This match was pretty good tag team match for what it was. It says Rush and Andrade attack the Lucha Bros as they get in the ring, and Rush leaves Penta with a flying knee and then suplex Ray Phoenix into the turnbuckles. Penta catches Andrade with Sling Blade and then exchange chops with Rush. Rush hits a roaring elbow but eats a super kick as he comes off the ropes. Rush rolls to the floor and Penta sets up for a dive, but Andrade trips him. Ray Phoenix hits a dive onto Rush instead. Ray Phoenix then hits a top con girl on Andrade on the floor. Penta hits May in Mexico for two. Lucha Bros goes for the LB driver, but Andrade shows Penta and drop kicks Phoenix in the midair. Rush hits a snap power slam on Penta, and then they toss Ray Phoenix on top of his brother for a near fall. Rush and Andrade throws Lucha Bros to the floor, and then they hit stereo somersault, clinch us onto them on the floor. We go to commercial break. Penta hits a series of kicks on LF and hits a diving DDT on Rush. Ray Phoenix hits a double spring arm drag slash Rana combo on LF. Penta hits the back stabber out of the corner on Andrade for a near fall. Penta then Cazadores Ray Phoenix into a splash for a near fall. Lucha Brothers super kicks Rush, and then Ray Phoenix dives off Penta's shoulder with a splash for another near fall. Lucha Brothers super kicks LF and then hit stereo somersault plancha onto them on the floor. Ray Phoenix tosses Andrade back in the ring and goes for a fall splash, but Andrade gets his knees up and rolls Ray Phoenix up for two. Andrade goes for a super kick, but Ray Phoenix ducks and he hits Rush. Andrade goes for LA's Sombora, but Penta super kicks him. Rush hits a shotgun dropkick on Penta, and Andrade hits a flying knee in the corner, but eats a springboard spinning back kick from Ray Phoenix. Ray Phoenix goes for a double spring Hurricanrana, but Rush powerbombs him in midair. Rush then turns around right into a rolling cutter from Penta. Penta he hits an Instagram on Rush and then hits a Mexican destroyer on Andrade on the freaking apron. Ray Phoenix rolls Rush onto the apron. Then they go for the LB driver, but Andrade shoves Ray Phoenix off the top. LF I double team Ray Phoenix in the ring as Rush actually ties Penta's mask to the ropes. Rush hits a shotgun missile dropkick on Ray Phoenix and hits the Penta on Fear Factor 1 2. No. Penta pulls off his own mask and breaks it up. Alex tosses Penta another match, but Andrade takes it away, and Jones takes out Alex on the floor in the ring. Ray Phoenix rolls Andrade up for a near fall, but Rush breaks it up. Andrade threw Penta's mask into the crowd. Rush hits the bullhorn on Ray Phoenix, and then Andrade hits Alex Sambora for the pin. The winner of the match. It says the winner of the match Andrade, and Rush. All right, that match itself was pretty good. That tag team match was pretty good. The Young Bucks approached Hangman and Dark Order backstage, and they thanked Page for helping them last week. They talk about when they were all a part of the Elite, and then apologized to Hangman. Matt talk about Hangman winning the world title in this building, as they say they're proud of him. Matt says everyone was right about them being bad people, but when they are around Hangman, he brings the best in them. They ask him to be their partner in the trios tournament, but Hangman breaks the news to them. He that he's not going to be in the tournament because he wants to be in the Dark Order's corner, like they were in his corner when he was going after the world title. He tells them they should have a partner that won't turn his back on them. All right, so we get Luchasaurus versus Anthony Henry. This was a quick match. Luchasaurus attacks Henry and hits a big German suplex. Henry fights back with an disagree, but Lucha headbutts him and hits the Frostlizer for the pin. The winner of the match, Luchasaurus. That was a quick match. Christian Cage appears on the screen and says he will come out and slap the you know what out of Jungle Boy, but the people in Minneapolis don't deserve to see him in person. Jungle Boy leaves the announce table needs to the the announce table and heads to the back to attack Christian only for security to hold him. Luchasaurus yeets all the security guards away, but Christian runs away. Producers Pat Buck tries to stop them, but eats a headbutt from Luchasaurus. Alright, Julia Hart tries to recruit Miro, but he says only one woman can touch the Redeemer, and she is not it. He says she says that he will destroy the House of Black. Okay. I mean, we go to commercial break. The factory approaches Powerhouse Hobbs backstage and tell him they will take care of Ricky Starks for him tonight. Hobbs tells them not to make their problem become his and walks away. So we get Jay Lethal and his squad make their way to the ring, and Sanjay Dutt. Sanjay Dutt brags about how they did to Warlow at Battle of the Belts. Sanjay says they aren't done with Warlow, and Lethal says that Warlow will defend the title against him, or they will come find him and take it. Warlow comes out and agrees to the match, but meantime, says he's beaten all their FTR then comes out and joins Wallow and going after Lethal and his crew. FTR and Wallow beat Lethal down, and then Lethal's crew retreats. Tony Schiavone interviews Jericho's Appreciation Society backstage, and they talk about the celebration they are going to have after Jericho wins tonight. Garcia says he puts Daniel to sleep, and he owns him. He calls himself the Dragon Slayer, and Energy attacks a random woman that was standing nearby. Beachnet, Vignette, Vignette, net highlights the history between Aaron Solo and Ricky Starks, including partner picture and video of them teaming on the Indies. All right, so we're getting Aaron Solo accompanied by the Factory versus Absolute Ricky Starks. Alright, this match was quick. Solo tries to attack Ricky Starks as he makes his entrance, but Starks cuts him off and hits a flying forearm and a backdrop. Starks is tripped by Cole Carter on the outside, allowing Solo to hit a clothesline. Carter is kicked out from ringside, but the referee, but Solo used to open the break open to beat Starks down in the corner. Starks tries to fight back with a jawbreaker, but a tornado DDT. Starks hits a mafia kick and goes for the Rochambeau solo counters with a hurricanrana and goes for a corkscrew kick, but Starks ducks and hits the spear for the pin. The winner of the match, Ricky Starks. That was a quick match. Nick Camarado tries to attack Ricky Starks, but Starks sees him coming and throws Solo into Camarado before escaping. The rest of the factory goes after him, but Starks manages to retreat through the crowd. And pissed off, Hobb is showing breaking a TV backstage. So we get Lexi Nair Lacey Nair interviews the Gun Club, and Billy asks them how they could ruin the only match he ever made. Famous in one night, Stokely Hathaway approaches Billy's son and tries to recruit them, but a pissed off Billy tells him to back off. Don Hudson walks up and says that he and the Big Bear follow will face them on Rampage. So we go to commercial. Commercial break. Trust Busters approach best friends backstage, and Davari is trying to recruit Orange Cassidy to their group. Orange Cassidy refuses, and Davari tells him they will learn what happens when someone refuses him. So we get the TBS Championship. Jade, accompanied by Stokely Halfway, and Kira Hogan versus Madison Rain. Um, this was a decent match. Jay ragdolls Madison and taunts her aside. Jay beats Madison down in the corner, but misses a shoulder block, allowing Madison to hit a missile drop kick. Jay rolls to the floor, and Madison goes for a punt kick off the apron. Jay ducks it and lifts Madison up on her shoulders, only for Madison to reverse it into a roundhouse, sending Jay into the barricade. Kira Hogan distracts Madison Rand, allowing Jay to spear her as she gets back in the ring. Commercial break. Jay hits a delayed vertical suplex for a 2, but Madison answers with a jawbreaker and an insecurity. Madison Rain hits a hangman's neckbreaker and goes to the top and hits a blockbuster for 2. Madison puts Jay in a guillotine, and when Jay tries to lift her up, Madison spikes her with a DDT for a near fall. Kira Hogan gets on the apron, and Madison ducks a pump kick from Jay, causing her to kick. Kira Hogan. Madison rolls Jay up for a 2, but Jay nails her with the pump kick. Jay goes for the J, but Madison counters into the attempt at cross range, only for Jay to counter right back into Jay for the pinfall. The winner is still your TBS champion, Jay Cargill. That was a quick match. All right, let's move on. Athena attacks Jay from behind, but Kira Hogan pulls Jay to safety. It's revealed that no more contender Chris Styler is injured now. And now Tony Storm is a new number one contender. Daniel Garcia will face Brian. Yeah, Daniel Garcia will face Brian Danielson in 2 out of 3 falls next week. Alright, so we get to commercial break. So we get the interim AEW World Heavyweight Championship. Death Rider John Moxley versus Lionheart Chris Jericho. And I must say, this main event was fantastic. Fantastic main event. They went all out with the Lionheart entrance. Jericho has his old Lionheart gear and vest and they are using footage of his NJPW career on the entrance video. His entrance music is also the music he used in Japan and ECW. Jericho flips off Moxley before the match, and Moxley answers in kind. Jericho catches Moxley with a series of armbars and frustrate Moxley. Moxley and Jericho chain wrestle until Jericho attempts the lion tamer, but lion tamer only for Moxley to use his legs to flip Jericho. Jericho takes Moxley down and puts him in the modified octopus. As Escobar points out that Jericho train and have submission wrestling in Mexico when he wrestled CM Punk. I'm sorry, C-Mill. I'm sorry. Okay, Moxley managed to escape a Jericho submission and they exchange kicks. Jericho then grabs Moxley earring and snatches it out of his ear. Jericho hits a springboard drop kick, knocking John Moxley to the floor. We go to commercial break. Moxley's hair is a bloody mess, but he managed to hit a King Long Larry out of nowhere. Jericho and Moxley exchange forearms and an uppercut, but Jericho counters a I'm not lying. Larry into a butterfly backstabber. Jericho goes for the lion saw for a 2 count, but Moxley catches him in a cross arm breaker out of nowhere. Jericho rolls over and elbows Moxley in the face repeatedly. Jericho counters Moxley into another submission, only for Moxley to trip him and put him in an ankle lock. Jericho used his his other foot to kick Moxley and goes for a clothesline, but Moxley ducks and hits a German suplex. Jericho gets back up and hits one of his own. Jericho hits a series of clotheslines on Moxley in a corner and lifts him to the top rope. Jericho hits a Frankenstein off the top for 2. Jericho pulls Moxley's leg into the outside and slams it into the ring post repeatedly. He puts Moxley in a hanging figure 4 around the ring post. In the ring, Jericho goes for a clothesline, but Moxley catches him in a Fujiwara armbar and transitions into a crossface. Jericho almost taps out, but managed to roll through and then counters into the walls of Jericho. Commercial break. During the break, Moxley managed to roll back over, elbow Jericho in the face and try to break the hold. Jericho stomps Moxley's face and lock it right back in. Through Moxley finally managed to get to the ropes to break the hold, and Jericho flips out. Jericho goes for a springboard crossbody attempt, but Moxley moves and Jericho crashes on the floor. Moxley dives off the top with a plancha onto Jericho. Jericho goes up top and dives right into the codebreaker in the midair. 1-2 no. Moxley kicks out. Jericho pulls off a turnbuckle pad and Sammy Guevara throws his bat into Jericho, who then hits Moxley with it. He covers Moxley and gets a near fall. Sammy Guevara actually overthrew the bat, and Jericho had to go to the floor to get it, making the referee look like a moron as she stumbles around trying to fix the turnbuckles. Jericho shoves Moxley into the exposed turnbuckle and hits the juice effect 1-2 no. Moxley kicks out. Jericho grabs the title belt, but Moxley moves and Jericho hits the belt buckle. Moxley puts Jericho in the sleeper and then transitions into the bulldog choke. Jericho rolls Moxley over and elbows him in the face. Jericho looks in the Luchasaurus. Jericho locks in the lion tamer. It's the lion tamer. Jericho face is busted open from hitting the turnbuckle. Moxley pulls Jericho down into a choke and then elbow him in the back of the head repeatedly and locks in a weird naked choke. Jericho fights it but finally taps. Um, the winner is still your interim champ. The winner is still your interim AEW World Heavyweight Champion, John Moxley. I'm gonna say that main event was good. And it says after the match, Sammy Guerrero and Jake Hager attacked Moxley after the match, but Kingston, Claudio, Ortiz, and Wheeler Yuta even the odds. The rest of Jericho, Rich and Saudi won out and beat down the rest of the BCC and Kingston. Jericho goes to hit Moxley with the world title, but CM Punk meets the kids and they got a building explode. CM Punk attached Jericho Appreciation Society and helps BCC clean house. The fans are absolutely losing their minds. BCC leaves the ring and leaves CM Punk and Moxley to come face to face. CM Punk looks down at the title belt and Moxley flips him off before leaving as CM Punk smirks at him. And AEW Dynamite goes off the air. Alright, I just want to say AEW Dynamite was a good show. And that's all I gotta say from here. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed my AEW Dynamite review on highs, please give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below on what are your thoughts on AEW Dynamite. And I will premiere this video at 3 o'clock a.m. tonight. So that's all I gotta say from here. Make sure you guys follow my social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, my TikTok, and Twitch, and Discord down below in the description. And help me get to 4K. Help me get to 4K subs. That's all I gotta say from here. But anyway, follow my social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, my TikTok, and Twitch, and Discord down below in the description. And I'll see you guys tomorrow live on Twitch for some WWE 2K22 Survivor Series pay-per-view, Universe Mode Episode 10, Survivor Series pay-per-view. I already got the match card already completed, and then yeah, that's all I gotta say from there. So I hope my team shows some. I hope that you guys will be there for Survivor Series pay-per-view tomorrow when I stream on Twitch. Remember, drop five gifted subs over there on Twitch. I would totally appreciate you guys will come and support me as well. But anyway, I'm gonna get up out of here and I'm gonna edit this video and I'm gonna premiere this video at 3 o'clock a.m. And that's all I gotta say from here. But anyway, this your boy Big Boy Facts TV. Have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive. KFG crew, KFG Kings, Too Sweet. I'm out of here. Gang. And I'll see you guys tomorrow live on Twitch for some WWE 2K22 Universe Mode Episode 10 Survivor Series pay-per-view. But remember, get the 5 subs over there on Twitch. That's all I gotta say. I'll talk to you guys later, and I'm out of here.